Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, won't stop. Yeah. I'm so handsome. All in Carmines with my Benz, I'm so fancy. No romancing. Got my baby and she right, she make you vanish. No time to play, got book dates. Had a plan, only had to wait. Always knew I'd make a way. Send a bill, they send a pay. Keep it real, keep the record straight. Keep it real, no time to fake. All authentic in my own lane. I am me till I'm in the grave. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, won't stop. Ooh, never panic. Get a worry, send it up and then it vanish. I can't stand it. Out of all the way you move and see you scrambling. On offense, no defense. Still strong, no weakness. Used to say I wouldn't beat this. Now they wish they could beat this. Tables set, now tables turn. God's plan, don't say a word. Know the price, cause I know my worth. My time, get what I deserve. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, won't stop.
Little trade another day.
And you know what? If it doesn't happen, and for some reason the charts change,
Little trade another day.
and tomorrow I'm the biggest bear out there, so be it.
You win some, you lose some, but you live to trade another day, live to make another play. You win some, you lose some, but you live to trade another day, live to make another play.
Little trade another day. Little trade another day. Little make another play.
Win some, you lose some,
but you little trade another day. Little make another play.
Scared money don't make no money. 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 You win some, you lose some,
but you little trade another day. Little make another
Is
play.
it the bottom yet? I'm trying to buy up everything. Not gon' get upset. Just pull the trigger, let it bang. When I see a trade, I'm hopping in like a Uber to secure my future. Up early just like a rooster. Eyes glued to the computer looking for a bag or two. Market cipher on the screen, compliments of Tradingview. Now I know what I'ma do. Buy low and sell high. Even if you try and fail, at least you didn't fail to try. I don't wanna be the type of guy that let fear win. I'm the one that dive in head first and bust my chin. I know FOMO is a no-no, but I still get it in. Now I can't predict the future, but I know I'm bound to win. Later or sooner, I'll be the big kahuna. Cause I got big kahunas. I was not scared to get money, I took me some chances and now I'm the big kahuna. And if you scared, might as well get neuter. I'ma keep chasing my dreams. Wake up and mansion so big, I need a segue to get from wing to wing. Scared money don't make no money. 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 You win some, you lose some, but you live to trade another day, live to make another play. Scared money don't make no money. 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 You win some, you lose some,
but you little trade another day. Little make another play.
Don't be scared, G. Like paid in full, get your bread, B. Cold wallet full of crypto, yeah. Big Lebowski. Can't
Good morning all. Having some camera issues. Let me see if I can fix it now. Been just dealing with that. Hope everyone is well. Ugh. Let's see now. Okay. Seems like we've got it sorted. Let's go. Back in action. Good morning. All right, let's have a look at the calendar here. Start off with the calendar. Just the music a bit loud. Perfect. So, start off here with the calendar. Today is going to be Tuesday here. We have a bit of claim and count change here. Nothing too crazy. We had something on yen just now. It just dropped for some reason. Did you do a party yesterday? Yeah, I went for dinner and chilled. Was out a little bit late. So yeah, not much on the calendar wise, but I didn't go club or anything. No time for that. Otherwise I wouldn't stream, man. You stay till 4, you're dumb. You're done. 4, and then I have to stream at, like, you get only 2 hours sleep. Claim and count change was red folder before. It was. Now they put it yellow, orange, because we don't see anything happen in these news events. We'll see if Financial Juice is giving us any update of why we had this dump just now. Let's have a look. South Korea, Oman, definitely not Oman. 8 o'clock, that's too early. Interesting. So let's do the analysis here and see what ends up going. And daily time frame here, still at this freaking resistance on GJ. We closed bearish yesterday, but kind of doji bearish. If we're looking at 4-hour time frame now, we are also seeing a bullish candle close above resistance, but below this 4-hour resistance here. No top wick on this 4-hour. We were up here, but we just had this dump right now, which is obviously something pretty heavy. So I wonder if this is going to give us buying opportunity back up, if this is just like a liquidity grab. And if we get above like this 15 here, which is close to the daily flip, which is also the 1 hour. Yeah, get above the 1 hour. I think you could see buys, but what I would love to see is I'd love to see something like this and then get above. So some sort of structure, get above, you can take buys, see what happens here, and then look to continue, obviously. Now for sells, it's kind of played out the whole sell range. I would have said sells below here. Maybe you can look to resell below here and then look for continuation. That is definitely going to be possible. But we need more price action to develop. We just had this massive dump. We need to see what price wants to do, right? And then we can take it from there. If we're moving on to gold here, on the other hand, have a look at what gold is doing for today. Oops. Start off on the daily time frame here. Previous daily on gold created a support here at 310. Current daily candle is bearish, but obviously we closed yesterday bullish. 4-hour support remains the same here. Mixed session bias, but at 4-hour support for now. We're seeing the 1-hour candle push up through the ranges here. This is no longer relevant, but maybe on lower time frame we have something. Yeah, it's all really just pretty much clean except for this 15 here. And then this is no longer relevant. So we just need some structure, kind of like yesterday would be perfect actually. We're actually in the exact same spot as yesterday, copy paste. So I want you guys to notice this. This is what you call chart awareness, which is why it's important to stick to pairs so you understand what price action we're developing. If you look at what price is doing today, you'll understand how similar it is to yesterday. So let me show you this. This was yesterday's price action. This is today's price action. What did we do yesterday? Yesterday we created a low, we had a change of structure, we started to push out of there. Today we created a low, we have a change of structure, we started to push out of there. This structural change here, one candle closing bearish, next one closing bullish above, was the catalyst for the move for the day. Today we can have the same thing. If this candle can close bearish in 13 minutes, next candle close above, that should be the catalyst for the same move and to repeat the same move. Now, we didn't know yesterday if there was going to be volume or not, so I ended up taking buys above here. I took these buys here. Yes, later, but I was able to see if price was ready to do so. This is slightly more riskier. You can't be doing that randomly. If you do that randomly, you won't really do well on that stuff because you're buying the end of the move and you buy the highs. So we'll see what ends up happening with that. Previous 1 hour support, which one, bro? Oh, this one up here, you mean? Yeah, it's crossed through with a wick here as well. It could be like a small watch zone, but you're looking for the wick fill first anyways, because you would expect it to close somewhere around here. But you can put this P1 question mark and we can see. How is this jumping? There we go. So we didn't take it up there. It was the same level. No, it wasn't. We took it up there, man. Please don't teach me. Man is going crazy. He's here trying to tell me where I took the trade. I'll put a lot of money on this. If I get it right, you have to pay double next month. If not, I give you 3 months free. That's the deal. Take it or leave it. See, now he goes quiet, right? Not taking the gamble. Let's do it. Okay, done. Done. Perfect. It's done. So we go journal. We click on the trade in journal. And you can see the price here, 320.5. Let's go to 320.5. You said 320. This is not. This is 317. 320 is up here. 0.5 right there. Boom. There you go. Cooked. Ban. Damn. I win. Show him mercy. Yeah, it's a bit early. We'll give him something. So yeah. What's going on with YouTube chat? I heard Tradesharpe is gay. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Good morning to you too. I hope you're having a good day as well. Fuck's sake. Pip Labs is not the best backtesting software, lil bro. Not your lil bro. Then what is? Let me know what is. And I'll beat it. That's my mindset. So tell me what it is. What is the best backtester? What backtesting software has a prop firm simulator, tick by tick data that you don't need to have online, has an owner that is very supportive and puts ideas that the community suggests, plus is developing a version 5 that is going to take over everything? So let me know. Instead of doing that, let me know which is the best and I'll look to be better than that. That's the best I can do as a business person. No hate, just actually facts. If there's something better, I will strive for that. But he probably won't be able to say something that's better. So let's have a look at DAX here today. DAX as well, we need to see the open. Daily, man, daily still at this daily resistance. Now we have a change of structure on daily, a small change of structure on daily. Now let's have a look at the 4 hour. We don't need to mark anything. Everything's perfect here. We can remove this up here. It's very far now. 4 hour time frame. We have these levels here. I'm gonna keep this one here. Boom. This one here. Boom. So we're actually mixed session bias. So mixed session bias. Again, it's kind of like GJ, to be honest. We could be looking for those change of structures for buys. DAX has been hard these past few days. Yesterday was just bank holiday, so I wasn't sure, but it moved pretty heavy. Actually, US30 yesterday in New York session, was that yesterday or what day was it? When was that? It was a beautiful move on US30. This one right here. 515, man. This is a move. Everyone who's trading US30 should have taken this. NYSE open. Beautiful top wick, close below. Take it, break of low. Very simple. Very, very simple. I was looking back at this. This is clean. Very, very clean. See the 5-minute structure as well? Like you have 5-minute structure. It's very clean. 40-point stop is nothing for... It's not bad. 2 locked in on 5, miss 15. Yeah, but check 15, check 30. You know, you had double because it's NYSE open candle. So you have 30-minute and you got the top wick first. Very nice. So that was the option yesterday, but bro, can't we have an option to add PineScript to PipLabs? Yes, we're working on that, but it's more complicated than you think because PipLabs is not coded in PineScript. PipLabs is coded in JS, okay? So what we need to do is we need to build an interpreter. What an interpreter means is we need to build something that is able to convert PineScript into basically like HTML, into JavaScript basically, which is HTML is a different thing, but we need a different language. We can't display it in Java, in Pine, sorry. You should eventually add a desktop app for PipLabs. We actually are working for, we're actually working to get an app on the App Store actually. For mobile. So that would be, I can back this while on treadmill, yes. We don't need a desktop because we have the browser. So let's see how DAX ends up playing out. This dump kind of makes things a little bit more interesting. If we were here before the dump, I would say sells below here, right? That would be our selling zone. So I'd like to see a little bit more price action on DAX because DAX has been inconsistent for me in this type of choppy bullshit. You know? How do we change symbol in PipLabs? You just go start a new simulation, but that will all change very soon. That will all change very soon. In the new version, you won't even need to start a new simulation. Man, this is taking our range, huh? So we need yesterday's same trade, man. We need structure. That's why yesterday worked. Today's would be different if it's not. So yeah, we want to add PineScript, of course, would be cool. It's also Tradingview has some limitations in terms of what you can do with their things that you use, you know? You have to keep paying extra if you want different features from them. So there's also that side of the equation. If you want to write a script in a different language, then be our guest. That would be easier. How long will it take for you to take a trade? I do not control the markets. If I had a choice, I would take a trade in 3 minutes and go. Close above and set up 3 and goal would be perfect. Even if we had a pullback here, which it was looking like was happening, and then the next candle close above, that would have been better. Because we've had quite a big push here. So now we can only hope for us to react at the previous 1 hour. If we can react at the previous 1 hour and create a resistance, then we can start to close above that and then continue. Bro, what the fuck is up with YouTube? Man, just a lot of haters. They have nothing to do with their life. 6 months into the year, they're in the same place. Haven't made any changes. So who are they gonna blame? They never blame themselves, right? They need someone to blame. Ents doing some sniping. Ents is busy today. Regarding Tradingview, I'm paying a member. I recently opened the Tesla stock on Tradingview and now it wants me to fill a form. Who am I? Where I work? Is this normal? This is normally for a broker. So this is like if you try to purchase a Tesla stock. Can you show a little glimpse of the content you have for the community in the course? Yeah, of course I can, man. Let me show you that. You don't need to see a glimpse, you can see everything. Just let it load. This is what is in there. You have a getting started, then you have the basically, like, this is the whole big take you from zero to hero, basically, right? This is from zero to hero, right? So you start with the basics markup with 3 sections on chart markup, very important, biases, you know, all the basic stuff, and then we have advanced stuff as well. So once you're basically over the, you know, the basic stuff, we start to go into some more advanced stuff. Trading when prices reach target, NY session bias, how to manage trades, market economics, understanding news impacts, mental break even, average session push, liquidity, when to use 5-minute, cascading supports, Asian session trading, how to trade when candles bigger, advanced stop loss placements, so getting smaller stop loss placements. This is more as well like a mix of advanced and just important topics. You have the value of holding runners versus closing full, using the 1-minute time frame, about lot size discussion, knowing when not to trade, trading news candles, gold 1-minute breakout strategy, that's a popular one. Then we have some psychology webinars, and then we have some featured webinars, backtesting sessions, stuff like this, you know, sim sessions. See, they're like 1 hour long, these ones. Market fundamentals, refresher, all of that stuff, man. Is this a standalone course or part of the monthly group? Everything's part of the monthly group. I do not sell a standalone course. I don't really agree with that. That's why my standalone course, my basic course, is on YouTube for free. 100% free. I don't think people can just watch a course and suddenly become profitable. You need everything else around it. I was surprised the amount of content when I saw it, and it's great going with them. Yeah, and the nice thing is you don't have to like binge them all at once. It's like as you go along, you watch, you know. And also, this is another cool thing I have in the group is I have something called content library. So content library basically tells you when we do a webinar, what do we talk about in the webinar? So sometimes, you know, you don't want to go through hundreds of webinars. You don't want to go to hundreds of webinars, so you can actually see what we talked about in that webinar and see the date that was posted. So it's very useful that. I downloaded the app. Yes, exactly. So if you have the WAP app, you can do it from onto your TV, you know. It's very good. The course, some will charge $299 for, or much more. That course, they will charge at least $500. I could easily make $500 from that course just selling it by itself. But it will not really produce too many results. It will produce results, but not as much as I've been able to produce now. And I don't really like the idea of just doing it like that. It's never been my goal. Massive dump on GJ. Let's see. DAX creating 15 structure. If this could be bullish close above, could be an option. Yes, but depends on how we close. If it closes somewhere up here, it's a problem. I probably still want it above this, even though it's 2 levels behind. It's getting out of the range. Every time we've stayed in this range, it's been shit. Look at all of the rejections. Look above all of this shit. It's been very, very messy. But every time we've got out of this range, it's been a little bit cleaner here, especially here has been clean. In the past year, it's been very clean as well. So I prefer to get out of this range. you know, would be a lot better. Do you also take swing trades? Yeah, you could call it that as well. Yes, for sure. Can we use this system across multiple asset classes with a little bit of tweaks for pairs we trade? Yeah, it's not tweaks, it's more adjustments you make based on the tendencies pairs start to have. So different pairs have different tendencies. When do you move a break even on your trades? It's not as straightforward as one answer, but one good beginner answer to answer that question as to when to move it is gonna be when we tap a structure or some sort of resistance or support before our main target. Bro, everyone says 1 to 2 trades per day. I'm a bit confused. When I lose first trade, we go for a second. So same thing we should do when we win for first trade, we should be done for the day. It's more about options. If you're every day finding more than one option, you're probably over trading. It depends on strategy, but I'll tell you in my strategy, finding every single day 2 options is not going to be something that's healthy. I tell you, you're probably forcing a lot there. A lot of forcing. Bro, Pip Labs can become an alternative to Tradingview in the future? No, because Pip Labs is a backtesting software, but it can have some features that I can't disclose at the moment. You took this trade here. Let me have a look, man. I don't like the time, but I like the setup. And your stop loss is not that bad, actually. Yeah, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Back in this structure here, a lot of stuff protecting. Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, it's a great setup. In terms of a setup, it's an amazing setup. And based on what we saw yesterday, yeah, it makes sense. So yeah, I agree with it because your stop loss has a lot of protection here. These 2 levels here, yeah, I like it. It's a great trade as well, pushed very well. And we saw the volume yesterday, so you can't argue that. Time was at 9. It's not that. Yeah, it's a good trade overall, obviously. The setup was sick. Gold going to that 1 hour? It is. For me, there's a daily support there. Let's see. At 310. And it closed above 310. So it's really good. According to the system you trade, what's a healthy of return you expect on average? 5 to 8%. Exactly. What you said is exactly correct. So, I don't know how you got that number, but that is exactly correct. Today, DAX spread is high. It sometimes can take a few minutes for it to calm down. Wonder what my spreads are doing. No, they're pretty calm. Five to 8% or 5 to 8 R. R is better because it's a return on risk. We'll see. 5 minutes this could set up. See how 5 minute looks very clean here. Only thing is, does DAX want to just do this? Yeah, I was just about to say. Maurice already starting. We have to see. Can't see. I can't see what Joe's doing. Man's hiding, bro. Sheesh. Fully organized, eh? I think this is a valid setup one here. Euro USD mixed session bias. I'll have to have a little bit of a deeper look right now. So far it looks good. 5 minute. Yeah, this 5 minute can close above, looks fine. How's 1 hour looking? Just need to check, do you have any higher time frame levels there? Not really. No 4 hour level. No 1 hour level. You just have to watch this. Previous 1 hour wick fill is kind of what you're aiming for. Yeah, for me that's valid, yes. This 5 minute resistance is kind of like your, okay, let me watch this zone here. We not got valid S1 buy, no structure, man. Same, you want the same trade as yesterday. You want the same trade as yesterday on gold, which was this one here. See how this came? Structure, you have double structure. You have liquidity grab down here. That's why it worked so well yesterday. Today is more of a question mark. Today's more of a question mark because you've just pushed straight on candles. Why are you not that much into prop firms? It's because of the restrictions they had. Back when I started, it was much different. You had to pass in 1 month, huh? So you had to purely gamble, man. And I really didn't like that. FX Alex got debunked really hard. He was faking everything. Debunked on what? So I guess our Gbpjpy idea is out of the window. But DAX is looking alright if it can chill. Don't want to say anything, but you know. What are we looking like? 30, 22 to here, 30 to there. Maybe we can run stop on 5 if there's 1 minute structure. There is. That could be an option. Maybe something like this, 20. So we can get better risk to reward. If the previous daily candle is doji and the candle does that in any way influence how we look at bias, you kind of look at the candle before that, because what does a doji candle mean? It has like equal selling and buying pressure. So you look at the candle before and you rely more on 4 hour candle as well. I was wondering if DAX has the price of 40 companies, how can it respect so nicely levels? So if it reason Mercedes dumps, how does DAX with the other 39 companies respect 4-hour levels? Because it doesn't indirectly work like that. It's an index, so it's not that just because Mercedes dumps, people are investing in the index. Okay, so it's like yeah, it gets very complex, but it's what Tony is kind of saying. It's a weighted index. Obviously the big leaders, but if you look at something like Tesla, right? Tesla got hit pretty hard because of Trump and Elon, but if you look at Tesla, you know, it got hit hard here, but if you look at its impact in the stock market, if we look at that day, Friday 6th of June, and we check the Nasdaq, which has, you know, Tesla, and we check the 6th of June, you can see it's not as much as what Tesla was doing here, you know, and it was mainly coming from, I mean, we're on a 5-minute, but here's the 6th of June. That was it. And that's from market open. It's barely much. Just the rest of the day it recovered. But, you know, it does impact it as well. Let's see DAX here closing in about 30 seconds. Want to be locked in on this. See if we can close above or not. How's your spreads on DAX? Mine on IC is fine. It's 10:14, so it is later in the day. Not day, but you know, you get what I mean. It's not before the open or anything. Yeah, it's closing below that, so I think it's pretty simple. 15 is still closing above its own structure, but for me it's pretty simple to manage this, and the way I'm going to manage this is look for 5 structure and a close above. That's the best, because with DAX we have to be safe. DAX has not actually been performing too well in terms of continuation during London yet that we've seen. It's been more impulsive. You use funded or self account? Self account. That's a new one I heard. Self account. It's an interesting one. I kind of noticed your strategy looks like every other Wall Street trader, but they trade futures and options. Is it true? Not sure. I think Wall Street traders trade very different. They're on Wall Street. You want to do 1-to-1 or do you ever do higher? I do 1-to-1. You can trail stop loss, yes. This is valid on gold. You have the 15 and then the 5 above. No, it's not valid because of 15, no structure. It's very hard. You're forcing on 5. Something like that on DAX, yes, but not on gold. Makes it very tough. Problem is you look at 1 hour, look like yesterday, the number one thing is yesterday we had this here. We had these 2 structures here. This makes a massive difference. As much as you don't notice it, we have none of that there. Nothing. Same like this. In this big move down, you had this breather. You see this breather? And this breather gives you the probabilities to have that move down. I mean, today it looks nice. For sure it looks nice today. But it's just risky without those pullbacks, because it won't care about 5-minute structure. Wonder where GJ is going with this dump. Very interesting. Want to see what numbers came. 33, damn. Higher than expected. Wondering if you account for spreads? Yes, you do. You have to. Otherwise, you get triggered early. So why not take an entry on off the 5-minute candle closing above and the next candle retested the line and went up? The same reason I've been explaining 3-4 times. Same exact reason. Look at yesterday and look at today. Yesterday you had structure. Today it's an unknown. You can take that trade, but you're taking a risk that you trust the 15-minute not to pull back. How can you prove here 15-minute won't pull back? Because you're putting stop loss based on 5. You're putting everything based on 5. 5 is tough, man. If you're trying to just base everything on 5, it can be very tough. It's a very aggressive trade. You're buying the highest point of the day, plus you're buying it without any pullback. See how DAX is doing. And 5 close above, but no structure, huh? No bottom wick as well. How deep could we run the stop? 20 points there. Break even is around 8 points. On broker we have, really? Yeah, there is on broker, yeah. That's nice. But no structure puts me off. These days DAX has been pretty nasty, eh? I know it's a super safe thing, but I kind of want to retest down to here. If I can see this retest down to here, I'll take it. Otherwise, I'm not, because DAX has just been super inconsistent. I need 1 day of price action to prove to me that it is back. It is back in terms of these type of moves, because every time it's been failing. And today it could work and I could just watch it go without me, but I need to prove that because that's how I trade. Otherwise, I need structure, because that's going to give me the confirmation where I don't need to rely on volume. Yeah, gold is moving crazy here today. Very nice pushes. Just not giving us any structure, which is normal. That can happen. To be honest, the trade, the most beautiful setup, which I wish we had in London, was this, man. This was very easy, actually. Retest next candle, even retest key level. Damn. Some heat in chat. How much is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. London open time. You know, there's something called Google. You should use it. You can figure out what time London opens. Let me Google that for you. Big pullback on gold. Did it give a big pullback? Nothing really yet, man. It's had an amazing push. This is nothing compared to the push it's had. Look at Harry being right again on DAX. See what DAX is doing. I'm not right yet. I'm not right yet. As I said, can still play out. But I want to see structure because it's just been weird like this. That's the point. The point that some people are like, the point in your head, you have a thought that I could be right here and I can pull back, shows that there's not enough confirmation and there's not enough confidence to say that this thing, I mean, DAX should be, if it's normally when DAX moves and it like breaks out from a zone, it's zone to zone. It's zone to zone, or it comes pull back, grab liquidity, then goes. Drop a like if you haven't yet. Yeah, I appreciate that. 522, only 100 likes. If we can get that up to 200, I will appreciate that. I mean, it didn't just go. Yes. How many pips you got on average trades? I don't know, check my journal. Average these numbers here. You'll find. What do you give away at certain viewers? I give away free group, free pip labs. I've done funded account. I've done, what else? One-on-ones. Close full out here because of rejection. No, I wouldn't do that. Just because it rejects, just let it hit break even. If it didn't hit your one-to-one, let it hit break even. Nothing you can do about that. Nothing you can do about that. You let it hit your break even. Your entry is down here on this line. That's your entry. And your stop loss would have been 8 points. It gave you 7.2, not a one-to-one. You can't do anything about it. You have to hold for opportunity. Yeah, it's pretty good. What time does this 15 close in? 2 minutes? Because the 15 would give me that confirmation it's above as well, right? So the question is, can we survive 2 minutes? You'd have like a 5 thunder as well. You would run these stops, 18 points. Pretty close break even. I want to close in the last 4 trade. I almost 1%. Yeah, that sucks. It's not giving you. Then maybe close for like the 0.8%. Need 30 to close, wait for bottom wick. I prefer that, yes. I want to close because last 4 trades I almost lost 1% in commission. That's not possible. It's not possible on EU. There's no way you can lose almost 1% in commission. Either your broker is scamming. That's nuts. $7 per lot max. So in 4 positions, if you're using a 1 lot, you know, so think about it. That is like 1 pip, less than 1 pip. You are losing 0.8 pips. So 4 trades, it's too much. If you notice, it's always reaching 20% from your, this sometimes happens in market cycles. It reaches 20% from your TP and then reverses. Then just close there. Better. Ooh, I wonder if this will close above or below the line here. Thinking of what this, let's have a look. Yeah, let's just see how this closes though. Is it able to close above? Oh, okay, it did close above. Now we're getting the bottom wick. 30-minute as well. We could also wait for the 5 close above, which would be even better. Depends on this bottom wick right now. I really don't like DAX price action these days. If I take, I'm being aggressive on this for sure. Stops below 15, yeah. A little bit below 50, I want it back in the range. Five above for better confirmation? It would be, yes. It's how it's been, it is, yes. What are your spreads? 50, which is 0.5 points. How can I find out my broker's manipulating spreads? Watch it. Just spend time watching spreads. Yep. This is DAX these days. So imagine you take the first position, you get triggered. Look, breaks the highs, you get triggered. Everything looks great. You get a good 15-minute close. You get a good 30-minute close. And then nothing breaks the high after that. And now you're stuck. You're stuck, you're stuck, you're stuck. This is what I mean, why I like to watch it. And that's why I didn't want to take this first position here. But previously, you would get away with this first position. This would have worked. Gold straight rocket ship. Yeah, gold is moving very heavily here. Same with the GJ. When market's moving like this, it's very hard to get in. I took a position 2 days ago with 96 lot. Damn. By accident or purpose? Okay, good. Make sure you remove that lot size so you don't open that on like gold or something. You're gonna sweat heavily. Merkel catching you out, huh? He's not wrong. When you trade, you just expect the price to move each and every day? Yeah, you do expect it, but I don't know what you mean by that question. I don't know if you... how is that a question? Price will move every day. Hi, we got an issue. Someone found your real name. I saw that, but I was trying to read it in my head to check if it's one of these baits, you know, that makes you say something sus. You know, I thought it was someone who is, you know, doing something like this. Something like that. Oh shit, I wrote in this, but something like this. Then you read it out aloud, you know? Yeah, man, this is some sort of structure now we're creating on 5 years. I think on DAX, I think sells might make sense for the daily continuation down. They could, but DAX, look at what DAX has been doing. Like you think everything makes sense and then it does this, fakes out. It's been extremely choppy. So honestly, until we see that change, it could just be choppy today again. You could get a lot of this bullshit again. I mean, look what happened yesterday after the open. One candle in the open comes down, retraces half, range. So you're either impulsively selling lows, impulsively buying lows, or you get stuck in range. Wonder what's pushing gold so heavy this morning. There's a beautiful trade before NY on DAX. I like the US30 trade yesterday. I think that was super clean. He bottled it, man. He's now has to spend 110 next month because he lost on the entry. Do you have certain expectation of your P&L today? Yeah, I should be able to finish my P&L at, you know, 1.1 million. Should be okay. 1.1. We'll try push for 1.2. If we're lucky, if it's a good day, we get 1.2 million. That's my expectation on the day. If I don't get that, then I think you're just wasting time on the charts. For sure. I could not agree more, Harry. We need at least 1.3 million a day or it's not worth it. Precisely, man. I mean, that's only 30 million a month, man. It's not really too much. You're not even a billionaire, you know? Not even a billionaire. It's only 300 million a year, you know? Dirhams are dollars? It doesn't matter, man. Once you become an elite level trader, you print in any currency. Dollars, dirhams, whatever you want to do, man. It's all in your control. Money just becomes nothing. You can even start to trade Zulu USD, man. Who remembers that? Yes, Gmail remembers. Alright, new 5-minute candle. It is respecting structure, but I don't know what it wants to do. I kind of like the idea of a 5 closing above here now. What is dinar? It's currency in Kuwait. Do you happen to know, I think is what you're trying to ask me, do you happen to know why we had this big flush? What comes after a big shit is a big flush. So that's exactly what's happened, man. No, there's actually no news on why we've had this pump on gold. It could be to do with, let's see if anything's come up now. This is unemployment. This is not really to do with gold. I have this phase 2 account that I was cooked and at NFP. Oh, bro. And then, okay, let me read the rest of it. Cooked at NFP, 300 left to lose. I do have others, but I was thinking, what's the play, for instance, in phase 2? Do I just YOLO? Bro, you YOLO'd by trading NFP with a phase 2 account. You're already YOLOing. Now you're asking me if you want to YOLO? You YOLO'd already, bro. I wonder if setup 2 would make sense here with a setup 3 maybe. Wick fill. Fucking sucks, man. DAX is like, you know, DAX is really tough, man. I think it's aggressive, man, but it does make sense. It's one of those things like, if we can be fortunate enough that it breaks the high and pushes, then if it comes back, we can be like, I don't want to be in this. It's fine. But if we get the scenario where it breaks the high and comes back and immediately comes back, it's like you're cooked, man. Or if it does this, which is, you know, not really helpful for that situation. But these candles are not bad on if this can close above on the 5, it's nice. 14 seconds. 16 points is not bad. Let's check this, man. Come on, 9 seconds. See if it can do some business. Why is it just stalled, man? It's stalled exactly where we don't want it to stall. Okay, I'll tell you the truth. If I was confident in DAX price action, I would still take it even though it's at resistance and rely on the 15 and the 30 minute. But these days, it's a nice open as well, no top wick. Man, it's so tempting, man. It's so tempting, this actually. Oof, 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 oof. Okay, I have to take this. I have to take this. There's no chance, man. Oof. Beautiful bottom wick here. Yeah, I don't think I can't not take this, at least for a shot, but I'm gonna be very aggressive. Even if I go in profit and get out break even quick and it still plays out, I don't care. This kind of formation, 50% win rate? No, not on DAX. Check. Look at how strong it is on DAX. Every single one of these right here played out. Look. And that's an example right next to us. Look at these ones. Even these weak candles playing out nice. So on DAX, on other pairs, yes, you are right. But not on DAX. On DAX, it actually works as a liquidity. Think about it as a liquidity grab. Look at this. It's like a slingshot candle, this. I'd use 5-minute stops here unless it makes a new stop. Which is already dumping now, man. What boring shit, man. What? How much liquidity does it need, man? That's crazy. I'm glad we're not sitting in a trade. Imagine we were sitting in this position here. You know how much that would have teased us? No. You know how hard that position is to hold? If we took this one here. Look how close it was to break even, huh? Keep that in mind. No chance you're not... look how close this is to break even. So you're like, okay, at least I can get break even. The shit opens, no top wick. And then you're already back into heavy drawdown now. 19-point drawdown. Actually, that would have stopped you out, huh? If we ran if you ran stops all the way down here, but I think that stops you out. Yeah, I was going to place a buy stop here, guys, but now the stop loss is getting too big. Now the stop loss is getting too big. It's even breaking the liquidity grab we had. So it's going for a second liquidity grab. This is nasty price action if you're in a trade. I want you guys to realize how much we're avoiding. I want you guys, this is like we're avoiding some real bullshit, man. I'm telling you. But I've been identifying that, man. This is, see, what I've been saying. One hour could flip, yeah. I mean, if this is gonna be the second liquidity grab, then it goes fine. But now we just wait for another setup here. Shame that gold is just no 5-minute pullback. Look at the difference. Gold is being super kind. Not even giving you one pullback. Man, that sucks. I wish there was an easy way into gold today. That would have been nice. Not like something just like yesterday. One candle is all I asked for. Wish I had your experience and the patience of a saint. Would have wrecked myself today without guidance. You don't wish you had my experience because it came with a lot of pain. But I can help you teach it in an easier way. No, because no structure. That's the problem we have, man. Normally we wait for structure, right? Like yesterday, we had structure here. This retested that structure. We had this structure here. Very easy trade to buy. Even if we're buying higher, we can rely on all of this being liquidity. Today we don't know, because we pushed, count the candles, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're buying the 6th candle. 6th candle in a row. Now let's look at yesterday, how many candles in a row. You were only buying 3 candles in a row. Five-minute has some sort of structure. You can't always trust 5-minute though. You know? We don't want to be taking these trades and then get cooked with a 15-minute pullback, because you'll be using 5-minute stops. It's a shot, but you know, we need to get more risky, which is not really needed on a Tuesday. But it's a shot. If you want to take that type of shot, I think it is a shot. I'm not saying it's completely wild, but you know, I love the safer approach. Make sure, guys, if you haven't already, leave a subscribe on the channel. Join up to future live streams. Plan is to get a win streak going again. Let's see what ends up happening. I'm really happy we didn't get force away into DAX today. This really would have been such a nightmare. I would have been so pissed at myself that because I was talking about this, right? I was talking about how much bullshit can happen. So DAX is actually a switched off pair for now, but the opens have been very, very heavy movement. Very heavy movement. See what UJ looks like. I think you squeeze it to here, man, to be safer. For me, it just feels like that's what it should be doing. You know? Boom. Reason we did not take a sell on GJ? Entry, man. Where are you going to enter? Check out the sell options here. This is a 15-minute time frame. Pretty hard to take a sell right here. This at the time looks like such a big stop loss, you know, 31 pips for 7 pips here. You know? Obviously it did push nicely, but you can't say that at the time. And I think you get stopped up break even. You know why? Think about it like this. You take the sell here, you go break even at this support here. The thing retraces, next one makes top wick. Any amount of spread here. You need literally to have very tight spread. Less than 0.3, I'm getting stopped out at 0.3. So you probably get break even that, unfortunately. Guys, yesterday I tried a steak. It was amazing. They feed the cows with chocolate. They feed the cows with chocolate, and they grow up on a diet that includes chocolate. I'm telling you, I was surprised. You taste that? No, you don't, but it's very creamy. I promise. I love steak. I eat a lot of steaks. Steak is very good for me. Is it Wagyu? No, it's something else. They call it Mayo or something like this, but it was insane. Ribeye. I posted on my Instagram story. If you guys didn't see, you can see how the steak looked without it being cooked. I'm not logged in here, but just follow. Go check my Instagram, guys. How much it cost? Cost me $150. Yeah, I spent a bit on it. More, I think. Let me check. Let me just double check. 700 divided by 3.67. $190. Fuck. It costs $190. So check on my story, you can see it. Damn. But it's a special one, special one. I mean, it's your birthday. Fuck it, man. Amazing restaurant, though. It's an amazing restaurant. There's a new hotel in Dubai. It's called Jumeirah Marsa Al Arab. It's insane, the job they've done. Absolutely crazy. It's like you're going into some futuristic world. You pull up there with a good car and damn, bro. Full power. It was sick. So I tried this steak. Honestly, I thought it was a gimmick. I'll be honest. I'm like, it's just some gimmick. It's not something that's going to, you know? You had your car back for your birthday? No, but I sorted something out. So it was very, very, it tasted amazing. A Bugatti, bro. Can you chill? Damn. I promise. Like, I thought it was a gimmick, but it was such an insane steak. Probably one of the best I've had in Dubai. I don't like Kobe beef. I don't like marbling 11, 12. It just tastes like pure fat. You know, I know it's hyped, but really, all it tastes like is you're just eating fat. If anyone's eaten. Got the bird to pick him up in the Lambo? Yeah, I wish I had a bird that picked me up in a Lambo. Then it would work both ways. Damn. It's a good bird. I don't know where you go bird watching, but I need to go to your places. So it's very decent, man. If you ever want to spoil yourself, I highly recommend to try that. Did you watch Mission Impossible 8? No. I haven't been to the cinema. Wow. 8 years maybe. 8 years I haven't been to the cinema. Ain't nobody got time for this bullshit cinema, man. You know? I don't enjoy going to the cinema, to be honest, that's why. So you don't watch movies? Yeah, but I don't need to go to the cinema to watch movies. Do you trade with shoes on or not? Not sure if that's affecting me. I think that is the one missing piece to your puzzle, is that you trade with shoes on. I think that's what you've been missing, man. Because I don't trade with shoes on. I am grounded. I'm doing grounding. Connected to the floor. I feel the earth's energy that moves the market. That is the secret trick. Cancel ICT, cancel smart money concepts, cancel everything. Cancel maker of the algorithm. That is the missing piece, is that you're trading with shoes. You are not connected to the earth. You can't feel it, man. Sorry to break it to you, but that's the facts. Man, sometimes you guys are so cooked, man. I'm waiting for London Open here to see what DAX is gonna do. It's in about 1 minute here. That's why I've been chilling. We're seeing gold pull back here. Gold is actually mixed bias if I remember correctly. Unless I'm going crazy. No, I'm not going crazy. I wonder if this is a big push up for sells, huh? No pullbacks, man. Nothing. So maybe we can find a way into sells with 5-minute change of structure. Need to execute with your feet. Feet very profitable then, right? Can sell feet picks, execute with your feet, ground to the earth with your feet. Very, very profitable business. Gas pedal with your feet. Yeah, yeah. Harry, did you eat samosa and chai? Of course I've eaten samosa and chai. You crazy? Here we go. London Open. What happens? Up or down? Sleeping for now. No, bro. Shoes don't matter. All great traders use oil. That helps. Yep. You drink oil. That's how you run, huh? Casual oil drinker. Have you eaten Nepalian momo? I bet you'll love it. Yes, I have. That's how you operate. London, not Frankfurt. This is London Open now, yes. We did get this close below here. Actually, close right at. It's a very small close below, but I'm just not trusting DAX. Like, look at this pullback already. It's like, wow. You know, you get triggered in and now you're straight in drawdown. I just need to see 1 day of price action unless there's a very clear setup for me. If there's a very clear setup, I take it. I'm broken up below. Okay, even confirms it more. So it makes sense why it's rejecting. Today is a soft holiday in Germany. Is it as well? Looks very different on 5. Yeah, it does. Not very different, but the close above is very clear close above. What the fuck is a soft holiday? Yeah, you're saying Germany. There's nothing soft in Germany. No soft. It's hard or nothing. That's it. Hardcore or nothing. Look, he's getting offended already. Soft holiday. It's either hardcore or nothing. Makes no sense. What does it mean? It's a YouTube chat, bro. What are you asking me? Right, so if this fails and then gets below here, we could actually look for a sell. It's Pifsi Montag. What's that, man? Jesus. Are you friends with TJR? No, I'm not friends with TJR. I'm not friends with TJR. I'm actually not friends with a lot of people in my industry. Don't like to be too much friends with people in my industry. A lot of snakes. Only best buddies with Raja. I know people, they've seen me, but we're not friends where we hang out and we speak and stuff like that. Would be good though, it would be good. I like this if it flips. I don't think it's ready for a flip type trade yet. I think Tradesharpe and Donvo are siblings. They're both Scottish. Man, I don't know what you're drinking or smoking, but you need to relax on some of that stuff. That's pretty hardcore whatever you're on. I'm telling you. You can tell me the name for just friend is asking. Asking for a friend. How big balls we have to sell right here? Daily flip, reflip bearish. Big balls, huh? You need for that. Steel, huh? Not chocolate fed cattle. You need cattle that's fed blood. That's what you need for this type of stuff. Pretty tempted, to be honest. Quick break even, what do we think? Quick break even? We could quick break even it. Dixie going up should go down. Not always, but yeah, it's a helping factor. Okay, I want 5 minutes to make top wick, which it has. 44 SL? No, I run an aggressive SL because if it comes up here, I feel like it's cooked anyways. 38. YouTube chat has titanium balls. I'm telling you, if it does flip, it's gonna be a very quick break even, huh? Fast means fast. Okay, we give it a shot. We give it a shot. Break of these lows. Stop loss will be 38. With spread, probably 39. But break even's fast. Huh? If you're not going to be fast to move break even, don't take it. Please. Yeah, we would watch the 25. We'd expect it to push through. But we definitely would watch it. If this 5 closes bullish, then I probably want to close below the 25 on a 5 because we would create a double support. So the idea is it either flips now, so we get like a thunderstorm. That was my thinking. So I want the thunderstorm. If not, if this closes bullish like this, then I want to see a close below 25 on a 5. That's how it will work. Very simple plan. Very simple plan. Many banks not operating, stores closed, school closed, soft holiday, or that only Baden-Württemberg. It's for a question for Mirko. Mirko loves his soft holidays. Here, Mirko, this is for you. We'll put the German as well. Here you go, bro. This is for you. We give it to Mirko. He loves soft holidays, man. Jägermeister Day as well? Oh, if Jägermeister Day today, we need to celebrate. Man, what's going on with gold? Doesn't want to flip now. What happened to Mirko? He's not too pissed to answer this? What does Baden-Württemberg mean? Looking hard on this 5? Yeah, I doubt it's gonna flip in 1 minute. It's a part of Germany. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna delete this sell stop. 5 is flying, man. it's not gonna flip. But we gave it a shot and we didn't get triggered, and that's why we have a plan. So now we just wait. We wait. It seems like there's still more bullish pressure. I still like the plan if something gets below 25 now. I still like the plan. How is DAX doing? DAX is trying to dump through these lower ranges here. Big 5-minute rejection candles. GJ as well. Wow, GJ is absolutely tanking. I've not seen GJ tank like this in a long time. Definitely a day where we have not seen it. Tough markets. Seeing a lot of impulsive continuation. GJ dumping, UJ pumping. Yeah, that's always interesting. Do you want to sell gold even if it's bullish bias? It's not bullish bias, it's mixed bias. If it was bullish bias, no chance I sell. You are correct. Let's see what UK 100 is doing. UK 100. Which one do I want? Let's take this one. Damn. That's a fucking easy setup. Is it really that easy? 4 hours clean. Let's have a look. Was clean till here. 30-minute. Clean. 15-minute. Clean. Then what happened? We closed above. It is tradable. You just don't know how to trade it. Good 5-minute structure. 12-point stop loss. It's 18 pip target. Not bad, not bad. Better than DAX. Well, that was rude. Not intentionally supposed to be rude, bro, by the way. 1 minute you're complaining about soft holidays, and now you're being soft yourself. Man. Moritz needs, I don't know, you need to... What did you do? Why are you getting rinsed today? He's getting rinsed because... No, I'll tell you why he's getting rinsed. Yeah, he's that's why you're actually facts and facts. Of course he's gonna shit on UK 100. Gold closing above would be nice, but it's super late, man. Super late in the move. You're taking a big risk. But it's a shot, it's a shot. Do you have any experience with copy traders? If yes, which would you recommend? I know the guys in the group use, what is it called? Traders Connect? Yeah, I think it's Traders Connect. Pretty about 90% sure. Yes, they confirm. So the guys use that. I haven't heard any problems from them. So it's not my recommendation, but it's what people are using and there hasn't been any problems. So you can kind of say I recommend it. But if anything happens, don't come crying to me. I'm not saying that... they're great, but they've been working well. How long it takes to become profitable? I would say you need to give it a year minimum. If you're very focused for a year, you can see big changes. Big changes. Thanks, my goat. I'll split profit from copy trader with you. Nah, man, it's your money. Keep it. Do you have backtesting sessions in your Discord or premium group? Yeah, in my premium group, I do have backtesting sessions, of course. Oh, damn. Spelt it wrong. Close enough. Shame. Achtung. Auto. Very good, very good. Oh. Interesting. Yesterday was an amazing price action day, huh? Good price action overall in the markets. US30 delivered New York yesterday morning. We get nice trade. But today, interesting. But this is how it is. I want you guys to take a lesson from today, though. Is that make sure you know what to enter and what not to enter. This is what makes me profitable long term. Everyone asks me, Harry, you've been doing this live consistently in front of people for how long? Right? 2 years. Actually, I think we reached the anniversary of 2 years of officially tracking. Let's have a look. 7th of June was the first official track I put on this journal. And here we are on the 10th. So actually, that is 2 years now, public track record fully. Every day, every trade. Very hard for someone to produce results like this in this industry for you guys. For 2 years. Crazy amount of data on this. Very hard for someone to show you that much. And the only way that it's possible is the way I've been showing you, which is pure discipline. Pure being bored every single day. Pure waiting for setups that really matter. That's the only way. That's the only way. So, you guys congrats me on my car and stuff. That's cool. I appreciate it. But this is the real work. This is what should be more congrats. Because that's what you're here for. You're not here for my car. Fuck my car. That doesn't help you guys. You know, that doesn't help you guys. That doesn't make you more profitable. That's something I achieved. So this is something that can help you. This is something that can actually motivate you to do better. Why? Because this is results that you can replicate, you can learn from, you have value out of, you can see. Yeah, tag me, Tony, tag me. Send me cases. Who has CS? If you have CS, send me cases. I will open a big case opening for my birthday. If you don't send me cases, I don't open. That's the new deal. Send me case, I open. Big case opening we will do today. If someone can send me 10, 15 cases. You have some? If you're not using it, send me. You can't trade without installing? No, I think you can. Because it's from Steam to Steam. I'm trade banned? Shit, man. Never mind, I forgot. I FOMO'd and opened all of them. Can I pay for the exclusives using CS cases? That's an interesting question. Wow. Because CS cases are actually debt for me. Because you give me cases, but I spend money on them. That's the difference. Imagine you got a gold and you have to send it back to him. Fuck that, that's me. But that's the thing, right? If he sends cases and I get a gold, then it's worth it. Magic internet money. Damn, tough decision. Who can lend me 2 cents to open my last case? Bro's a gambler, bro. Full ready. Gold. You opened a gold recently, right? Man, I haven't had a gold in years, bro. Oh, you got it scammed? Fuck. That happened to my first gold, man. My first gold, I think I was 16. 16, I opened gold. Flipped my chair. Kicked my wardrobes. You name it. Was very happy. And then I got scammed. Worth 1.5k? Shit. Gold still, I can't speak. Gold sell still valid? Yes, it's not out of the question, no. But we need that 5 to get below 25. Gonna bring this key level here to 25. How do you get scammed? Is it bind it to your Steam account? He probably wanted to withdraw to cash. I did the same thing. I wanted the cash, and then the guy said he'll send it to you on PayPal, whatever technique he uses. I mean, back in when I was 16, man, it's pretty easy for me to get scammed. Now I would be a little bit more aware of it, but you know, you send the skin and nothing comes back. You got API scammed. Damn. Shit, you have to explain me how they did that. That's crazy. I hope it gives us the 5 close. We need the 5 close. Three minutes. Is trading simply buying and selling at support and resistance? No. A lot more than that. 50 pip SL? No, aggressive SL because aggressive management. If it comes back to entry, you're out. You expect a quick push, kind of like yesterday. So you just probably run above this previous 15 here, which would be above this 1 minute structure and above this 5 area here, back inside the 5 minute range. So you're back inside this 5 minute range, above the 5 minute candle, above the 1 minute structure. I was thinking, where did you post that? Let's see. I was thinking of taking the sells back to the 15 minute, then take the buys continuation. Yeah, that would work. But it won't be V-shape. I would doubt it if you take the sells into the buys. It would be very weird. I was comparing websites and how much they pay. One fake one got my trade link, and when I got sent the trade request by the actual company, the fake one made an identical account and sent me the request almost the same time, ending up sending to the fake one, not realizing two accounts trade request. Yeah. The best website to trade is and get cash is called CS Float. All right, let's see. 5 minutes about to close below. If we can get a good top wick here, would be valid. Unless it doesn't close below last 30 seconds, it's also possible. Stop loss is going to be around 27. No top wick yet. I hope it doesn't do us dirty. It's doing us dirty so far. Oh, it was about to make a top wick. Yes, here it comes. Right, we'll give it a short break of its own low. Aggressive management. And yeah. Let's see how it goes. Still hasn't broke on IC. Alright, that triggered me. Immediate rejection, which I don't like. Unfortunately, immediate rejection. I didn't want an immediate rejection. I wanted a push down, then to manage. So hopefully we can get a push down, break the low, and then I can manage this trade. Because we want a straight push in this type of position. Man, that was looking good, and then it flipped straight back up. This is hard trade to manage. I probably... Yeah, I need to manage... Oh. Yeah. So my plan is I actually want to try get out of this trade because I don't like the way it's moving so far. So if I do get the chance, I will be. So just be alert about that, but I think I'm going to be actually screwed here a little bit. Yeah, I really wanted to find a way out. Yeah, I saw that coming. I really saw that coming. It literally touched blue. It touched blue. I saw it go blue on my MetaTrader, and then I'm like, okay, if it comes back, I'm gonna manage. And then this candle came in. I saw that, but I knew this was risky. I know the risk I was playing. Still in. All right, out. I knew the risk I was playing. We need to stop taking these risky positions. I'm so fucking stupid to keep taking these risky positions. I don't know why I feel forced to take trades these days. I don't know why I feel forced to take trades these days. It's like there's something in the air, like people need trades. There's something that's causing me. Like, these are not positions we need to be taking. Today I was disciplined, and then I feel the need to take a trade to try and press. It's something wrong. It's my mindset's not right these days to need to take these trades. For sure. I don't know why I keep taking these trades and I'm messing myself up. It's like I have this pressure that people need to take trades every day. Yesterday, when I just take a relaxed trade, it works out. But then today, everyone's pressuring. When are we going to take a trade? When are we going to take a trade? And now it's messing up my psychology a bit. I'm noticing this, especially as markets are getting slower. People are writing in chat, you need to get used to waiting. And look what happens when we don't wait. You see? We get into these more risky things, you know? So I feel like I'm being a bit pressured these days because we've had slower weeks. And then it started slower. So now I'm feeling a bit pressured. You know? So I think I need to adjust mindset. Because it's definitely lower quality trades. I knew this was a lower quality trade, but I was trying to get out. As usual, blaming others when losing. I never blamed others. I'm speaking about my mindset. It's a bit different. I didn't say it's other people's mindset. I said it's my mindset. I need to start picking better trades. What was wrong with this trade? No 15 close. Very aggressive on 5. Like I said, I expected it to push quickly. It made it hard to manage because it didn't push as quick. We kind of stalled on the 1 minute. We either would have had two things. We would have had a quick push down. We go break even quickly. If it comes back break even, it's break even. But then we got this candle here. I kind of felt that type of candle coming. But I didn't have enough time to manage. And I knew, once I saw that, I knew that it's basically going to be a difficult trade. Yeah, it's silly trades, man. Very silly trades. It's silly though. Even though I said it's risky, why am I trying to put myself in that position when I don't have to? Like, who am I trying to impress here? Yeah, I'm trying to recover. So I noticed that, and when I was in the position, there was a chance, but then the problem is I don't expect this, right? This heavy push here. So it's normal, but it's just something I need to fix here. Because it's going to get out of hand. I was about to take 1 minute when I saw the volume, the last bearish. Yeah, that's what sucked. When I saw this candle here, the crazy thing is it started to push in profit and then flip very quick. I was back in drawdown by the time it was here. So I'm like, okay, should I just close right here and draw down? Or should I just hold and see if we can respect this 1 minute structure? So I was actually, by the time, you know, you have to make decisions very fast. I did like that it was kept grabbing liquidity from the highs here many times. We saw 3 times we grabbed liquidity. So I said, let me see how it reacts at this structure. We could maybe get one more push before this and I can go break even. That was the push, especially to fill this gap here as well. Very common thing to do. But then we got obviously the strong candle push. Now this strong candle push, we had levels to protect. So you could emotionally close right here. You could emotionally close right here and say, okay, I'm done. I don't trust this trade anymore. But then you kind of, you take out of the equation the idea you had of all of these levels protecting your trade. So you had this level here protecting your trade. You had, of course, the 5 minute level we had protecting the trade. We had the 5 minute high as well. Don't forget, our stop loss was back above this. previous 15, not just the 5-minute high. So we had a few levels that price. If this wants to be a deep liquidity grab, you can also get this. Doesn't mean that it's over. Obviously, we have full bullish pressure today, no bearish pressure. We were just trying to be a little bit smarter than the market, which normally doesn't work, and trying to play this 4-hour candle to see if it wanted to flip with mixed bias. But looking back at it, we're at support already. It's all a very stupid trade. I know exactly what went wrong with this. It's just I got a bit tunnel visioned and tried to focus on one idea and be a little bit smarter, being like, maybe this is topping out. That's why I always say don't be smart and try call tops and bottoms. They're career-ending moves, right? You have all of these traders who try to trade the tops and bottoms all the time, and it looks very attracting, but in reality, this type of stuff happens. So I see all of the mistakes here. I see the mistakes in just the general trades that I've been taking. Every single loss I've taken was all an aggressive position. The two good positions I take, one I get unlucky and get slipped and had to close break even. The second one was a win. Look how smooth it was yesterday, and that's because all I did was waited for proper confirmation. I didn't even take this one because of the resistances here. I said, let me see structure be formed. Then this candle closed above. This is a completely different type of mindset to have behind your trades here. So you can see the mistakes that you make, and I guess this is just an added pressure you can put on yourself. So I lost yesterday's trade. Minus 27 today as well. And look at the time, 11:36, getting late. Not too late though. So worst start to my month of the whole year so far. We'll see what happens for the rest of the month. I blame myself as I wasn't comfortable with this position without 15, but I still took it. Yeah, because people will copy me, right? They want to just copy. So that's what happens. So we'll see what happens, how I recover for the rest of the month. I'm not worried. But it's just, I know what mistakes I'm making. But I just need to not have pressure to feel like I need to perform for some reason. I don't know why I feel that. That I've not actually had that for a while. Do you mind adding notes? Yeah, I add notes all the time. I add notes all the time. You can see all the notes I add. This was not a bad trade, this trade here. It just liquidity grabbed me and then played out. This actually played out later. It went for a very deep liquidity grab. This trade here, I'm not sure what happened here. I think this was an aggressive position. Yeah, this was break of this low, aggressive position. Higher time frame was bullish, so that's one loss gone. And then today was completely too aggressive. Yeah, I don't know. Why did I even consider this aggressive position? I don't know why I talked myself into that. That's very silly, that one, actually. Very, very silly. I'll show you why, guys. Look, 4-hour target is met. There's no reason to believe. If this broke structure, yeah, 100%. Right? 100% if this broke structure, then you can say and argue this a lot more confidently if this broke structure. 1-hour time frame, nothing indicates sells. We're just pushing up. 30-minute time frame, yes, it's weak. Good rejection, so you can kind of start to build the story. But the story of why does price have to dump down from here? I like the momentum we had up. You know? 5 minute was not enough. No 5 minute. We did have 5 minute structure right here. 1 minute pullback. So that was all fine with that. Too much, yeah. Bullish pressure was definitely bad. Learn to play off higher time frames. Please don't teach me to trade. You're okay to make a comment and moan and cry because that's what you guys like to do, but do not teach me how to trade. I do not need that. I've been here for long enough. I've shown you what I can do. This is nothing. Yes, not good start to the month. But last month was also not good start to the month. Same shit, look. Yeah, city position. Good idea to take a buy. You do have this kind of thunderstorm here. It's just I worry about the range you have left. It's like 8 pips to there. It's not as much as I would have liked. No bottom wick on 15 is a big problem, which it seems like it's sorting out right now. There you go, it sorted it out. It came after you started talking about luxury steaks and hotels? Man, it really didn't, man. It really didn't. That was like 15 minutes before. Anyways, it was done. Mistakes happen. I see what just aggressive. This market conditions is forcing you to be aggressive because the markets are very aggressive. Look, this is my point. We talk about 5 minute. This is the same thing. 5 minute structure. 5 minute structure. But this one fails. You know, and this is my point. So market shows you it wants to be aggressive. You be aggressive, you get punished. So it's like, and then you have to try be aggressive in the right direction. So to be aggressive in the right direction without higher time frame confirmation, meaning 15-minute structure and stuff like that, is very hard. So you just don't want to be aggressive overall. Exactly what I was doing on DAX, I should have applied to gold. Then you would be safe. You know? But I kind of just slipped that and felt like I wanted to get into something. And that's not a good mindset to have when you trade. And this is the result why. So I do everything for a reason. So I just need to sit more at the charts and take less trades right now. And really just focus on good trades. And that's it. That's it. That's it. That's how I recover from this. You know? But unfortunately, 90% of the internet will not show you this part of trading. So yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna hop off. I don't really see much. So yeah, we'll see what ends up happening. We'll see if this actually ends up a negative month. I wouldn't be surprised, huh? I'm quite interested to see. I'm quite interested to see. Unless market conditions don't change. The way I've started off my month is very tough. Very tough the way I put myself into a whole beginning of month like this. So I wonder if I recover or not. We'll see. It's yeah, still a lot of time. But it's not crazy to have a negative month, huh? It's not crazy. We'll see. It's only 3%. 3% is not crazy. Gamble off stream? No, no gambling. Gamble on CS cases? Yes, all the time. So we'll see what ends up happening. But we'll catch up tomorrow, guys. Still have NY. I could easily recover this in NY. Yesterday I had an amazing option on US30, so I'm going to be watching US30. You know, it does have some clean moves here and there. And then we see what ends up happening for the rest of the day. So appreciate you all showing up. This looks nice. If it creates structure, we're going into a very clean zone here. On 15, it's a very clean zone. So this is a very clean zone. You would want structure, of course. Same thing. And yeah. Appreciate you all. Take care. And hopefully catch you guys very, very soon. All right? Peace.